Welcome back to your radio roots, Jac Collinsworth.
This is like checking back in with family right here. This just feels right, man. This feels right. Thanks for having me back.
It's great to have you back. Now that you've made it big time on NBC, talking sport. I mean, there's nothing bigger than being on NBC Sports. You're welcome. We'll get to that in a second. But first,
you're welcome.
But first, Jac, talk about your journey. From being in the phone rooms of Kiss FM to being in the big time of NBC Sports. What was that journey like for you?
Yeah, well, the journey was pretty simple. It was I came out there, I got to look at the inner workings and the mastery and the machine that you've built. And I go, if that's what it takes, then we got to go to Copacabana Beach and we got to recreate this.
We did.
So then we go to Copacabana Beach and we're throwing parties on the beach every night. And somehow they called it a job for us. They brought the TV crews in there and I'm watching Ryan Seacrest operate. We're in the green room. Sean White comes over there with us. The next thing you know, we're on Sunday Night Football, man. It was a quick journey.
No. The next thing you know, we're not on Sunday Night Football. You're on Sunday Night Football. We're here at Kiss FM still, which is good. But no, so we went to the Olympics. Were you doing social reporting during the Olympics too?
Yeah, it was 2016, so it was the first ever social media correspondent for the Olympics. At that time, if you remember, we were doing like Facebook Live, Instagram Live.
Yeah, I do.
And nobody had ever heard of it. It was like the first time anybody had ever heard those words.
Jack kept coming over and saying, "Hey, we got to do this on Facebook Live. It's gonna be big. It's gonna make a splash." I'm like, all right,
splash.
All right. All right. So now this, first of all, really congratulations. It is fantastic to see you on NBC doing the sports. And you were explaining you were at ESPN and then got on NBC. What happened?
So I was at ESPN at first. I did 3 years over there, NFL Live, hosting that show. It's like a daily NFL show that they do. Then did some stuff on the college football side, hosting over there. And then it came to a decision point where I could go back and work at NBC or I could continue on with ESPN. And it's about as good of a decision as you can come to, I think. And probably what put it over the top for me was the chance to work with Dad and to spend some time with him on the road and getting to get dinners on the road with Al Michaels and Dad night before the game. From my standpoint, you can't get any better than that.
So Al Michaels and Chris Collinsworth call the games, right? And then when do you come on and what do you do now?
So we do the pregame show and then we do the postgame show on Peacock after the game. So that's our two things. So this week we got USC coming into Notre Dame as well. So we got that Saturday. So there's a little LA connection for you. And then drive up to Chicago, fly to San Francisco for Sunday night.
Where's this Southern accent come from?
The Southern accent? I mean, I grew up in Kentucky.
That's it. Okay. Is that where you are? Because it looks very like a Kentucky library that you're in.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
So I'm right across the river from Cincinnati. That's where we grew up.
Well, I think I'm sorry about the Bulldogs in Kentucky. I think I'm sorry about that.
God, I forgot about that. That's your homeland, isn't it?
Yeah,
we
didn't forget. Go Dogs. We didn't forget about that.
There's levels to this thing. There's levels to that college football thing. And George is just a level up, if you know what I'm saying.
He's so good, isn't he? So smooth. That Jack, our little boy, Chris Collinsworth, and my little boy grows up. So Jared Goff coming home this weekend, right? He's coming back to SoFi. The Rams are looking strong. I mean, what are they saying? What are Al and Chris and you saying at the dinner table about this?
You know the truth. We were just talking about you like maybe 2 weeks ago, Ryan. That's why this was weird, man. That's why this was weird. There's so much respect for you on that set. That's the crazy thing. That's real. And I remember Al was sort of telling a few stories. Dad was telling the story of when you guys ran into each other there on Copacabana Beach and you're walking by in your hat. And he's like sort of bumped into you, like, "Hey, what's up?" He's like, "Wait a minute, that's Ryan Seacrest right there." Spun back around. So there's a whole bunch of respect for you on that set, man. But I will say that there is, everybody kind of feels like Jared Goff got put in a difficult position going over there to Detroit, right? I mean, this is a complete rebuild, probably more the 5-year variety of rebuild. And he's in there trying to win and trying to pick up where he left off in LA. I think it's probably unrealistic. There's a much better team in Los Angeles than there is in Detroit.
Yeah, I mean, he's got 0-6 with the Lions. Rams 5-1. LA favored by 15. Rams are legit. What are the odds? What do Al, Chris, and yourself say about an LA Super Bowl?
I think it's very real. So the Chargers are Dad's Super Bowl pick. The Rams are as dangerous as any team that there is. Like Stafford, there's sort of this whole master plan going on with Stafford and McVay. McVay's been waiting for a quarterback that he can sort of just trust. You know what I mean? When he gets at the line of scrimmage, trust to change things on the fly and operate that offense completely. And that's sort of immediately what Stafford's brought to him. So I think the LA Super Bowl on NBC sounds like a real possibility right now. Yeah.
Listen to him. Listen, I love watching and listening to your dad and Al call games. I don't know how. Honestly, I've said to Megan Michaels, Al's niece, that I want to come watch them work, but not be in the way because I don't know how they do it so seamlessly.
Well, we are in LA. We go LA in November. We go LA for a Rams game. Then we're in Las Vegas for a Raiders game. And then we are back in LA again for a Chargers game all over a 3-week period. So,
and that's the A-team? The A-team's doing that? A-team's doing that?
A-team's doing it, baby. We're right there. Any week you want to. We may even bring out Sean White. We'll make it a full reunion.
I would love that. I would love that. All right, listen, we're so happy for you. Check it out. Jac Collinsworth, host, reporter, NBC Sports, host of Sunday Night Football postgame show. Colts Niners Sunday night, 5 o'clock NBC. Big hugs to Al and Dad, all right? Thanks again for coming on.
Absolutely. You guys are the best. So great to see everybody.
See you, bro. Hey, are you single?
I am. I'm sort of dating somebody currently. Yes, I'm sort of currently dating somebody. It's sort of new, fresh, and exciting. You know what I mean?
All right. Well, when it's still fresh, great. When it's not, reach back out.
Amen.
We'll put you on. All right, later. He's a very eligible. I'll explain. Goodbye. Bye, Jac. No, I'm saying
Bye.
reach back out because that's a guy that people would want to date.